gladly survived. Waters reportedly gave a mean review of Black Sabbath debut song also called Evil Woman in 1970, saying at the time, well, 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 I'm speechless, well, almost. You keep thinking it's going to start, you think it's for the first minute, but then you really, that it's never actually going to go anywhere. So yeah, so he did basically trash talk the dead man and then decided to run his mouth and got put in his place by Osborne's son.
Um, that is very fascinating to me. Um, I mean, listen, we are all entitled to our opinions, and honestly, I don't care if he doesn't like Ozzy or if he's spitting on his grave. That means literally nothing to me. I just think it's fascinating because it's like I can be a fan of his, but I don't mean you have to be a fan of his. You know what I'm saying? And if he, for whatever reason, don't like him, then that's his freaking prerogative. He doesn't have to like him. No, there's no rule in the book that Ozzy has to be loved by all. You know, but I just find it rather fascinating that my boy Roger Waters had such strong, colorful opinions about Ozzy even after his death. This was stated after his passing.
Yeah, it's low class. That's really what it is for a grown ass adult. That's rather trashy and low class. I mean, if he had nothing nice to say,
Yeah,
to do as well, my condolences to the family, and then shut up and move on, and be glad that he doesn't have to listen to any new music coming out by him because
right.
he clearly doesn't
My
like him.
my question is, what did he do to him? What did
Mhm.
Ozzy Osbourne do to Roger Waters? We may never know because he's not just he's not um, divulging that information for the most
Mhm.
part. I mean, it has to be deeper than him biting the head off a bat or whatever the hell he did. Gotta be much more than that. You know what I'm saying, Groot? Gotta be.
I, that kind of animosity is, to me, Ozzy must have slept with his sister,
Yes.
his mom, and his aunt, and never called any one of them back.
It's like
That's what I
All
think.
at the
Yeah.
same time,
All
yeah.
at the same time.
He basically said, I'm gonna sum up what he said, guys. Are y'all listening? He basically said, if you were on fire, I wouldn't even piss on you. That's what he said. That's what he said. So it's definitely deeper than that. Something happened. They crossed paths. Something happened that had created this disdain that he has towards Osborne, even after the man passed. But I agree, so tough. Like while I don't really care how he thinks and feels about him, he makes me know. Never mind. It is definitely classless to do that because, like, why? He has family. Did his family hurt you too? He has children. Like they're innocent essentially, and it's just it's classless. It's classless. It really is. I'm surprised, especially since I have a Pink Floyd song to react to today. YouTube people, y'all listening? Y'all better join me over here on Twitch now. I don't know what y'all missing out on a lot. Y'all missing out on a lot. All right, get it live, baby. Come on. Whatever. So that's crazy. It doesn't change how I feel about Roger Waters. I'm not gonna lie. It doesn't change anything. What about you, Groot? You're a fan of Pink Floyd, are you? Aren't you?
Yeah, and I was gonna say I think that's where things come in. You separate the man from the art, and you know, at times.
Yeah, it
At
depends.
times.
It depends.
Now he was saying some real true outrageous things where I'm like, hold up,
Yes.
bro.
Yeah.
That's
So
different. But he has an opinion that is not, to me, like the man is dead.
he dead. He ain't bothering nobody right now, bro.
And that again,
Go.
that kind of animosity, I think, is
Oh
I would
man.
say for somebody who's alive. Like if I see him on the
Yeah.
street, I'm running that fade. Not like
Exactly.
he's 6 feet under, and
Yeah.
like you said earlier. Hey, rest in peace. That's all I got to say
Ripperoni.
about the man.
Ripperoni. That's it. But yeah, baby. That's wild. And to be this old, you know what? Let me stop. You can be as old as dirt and you still have the same drama, same issues, same anger, same pettiness. You know what I'm saying?
Isn't he like?
He's in his
late
70s, right?
Or, Roger.
Google it.
He's 81.
Oh man. Well,
He's 81. So maybe that
81.
explains like, yeah.
Another
maybe he's-
another angry white man sitting on the porch, fucking throwing shit at the kids. I mean,
Oh,
he's
come
like
on.
okay,
he
so
is the male equivalent of a Karen right now. Because the bottom line is that if he liked Black Sabbath's music or not, then that doesn't mean that's almost as what people say is, I don't like Pink Floyd because of his political views. That one has not much to do with the other. So you don't have to like his music to not be disrespectful to the person making the music, unless Ozzy at one point came out with a song that says fuck Pink Floyd, then by all means knock him for it. But if the worst he's ever done is music that you don't like, get over yourself.
Right, but you were saying that, but we don't know. Like I stated, I think it has to be something much deeper than that. It's definitely deeper than that, because I mean, I know of other artists that have done some crazy foul stuff. You know, he's got disdain for the guy, and again, it's much deeper than a bat. So it's not for us to sit here and try to like judge or sum up his logic behind the statement that he made. Again, I don't care one way or another. Yes, I do think it's classless, even if you didn't like the guy. But again, I don't know what he did. And I got to be honest. If someone did something to me dirty, real dirty, and I opted not to divulge that information for the public, but I kept it to myself, I probably wouldn't give two flying bleeps either. I mean, I probably would. If you harmed my child or someone I loved, or even me, like in a deep way, I probably wouldn't extend that to you as well. And I would have to assume that maybe the wife knows what this stems from. You know, it's possible. It just definitely has to be much deeper than not liking their music. It just feels like it's a deeper situation there. You know what I'm saying? But that is very, very interesting. I had a little, not really a hot topic, but I had something that came across my feed. What was it? Darn it. It was about, man, what was it? Oh, God, and I'm ridiculous. Why didn't I just open it up and save it, send it to myself? Because my memory, I forgot what I had for breakfast. You know, daughter messaged me saying, what did you eat for breakfast today? I had to think real hard on that. I'm like, what did I eat for breakfast? Why didn't I save it? Any whatever which way but loose, there you have it. And there it is with my boy, Roger Waters. I still love him the same. I mean, I think for me, I would care if it was the other way around. I got to be honest. If someone spoke that illy regarding Roger Waters, I might feel a little pinched. I might feel like, you know, it's still their prerogative, but I might feel a little pinched because at least Roger Waters stands for something I think is pretty important and significant. And I don't know if Osmond ever done that. I don't know. I don't know. Do you guys know? I don't know.
I wish.
Well, just take his final and last concert that he did. I mean, if you can't think of anything else, look at his last farewell tour that he did, that every last cent of it was donated to a damn good cause. I mean, like I said, I can't think of things in the past because I never followed it that much, but just going with the most current thing, the millions upon millions that he collected with his farewell concert and the online stuff that when they're going to start playing it in theaters and stuff, all that money is being donated.
Right, so but that's one moment in time. I'm talking about a lifelong, years long of a journey that he has created, that he's been doing. So I'm not talking about the last final hoorah. I'm talking about the span of his life. He's been doing things and being an activist in some way or another. So I'm talking about that. But this is not I'm not trying to make. I'm not going to try to.
I get you.
Yeah. I'm not trying to like make Ozzy like he's just this you know, virtual guy because he did that at the end. Listen, it ain't my business. You know what I'm saying? Ain't my business. That was definitely classless though. I'm disappointed. I mean, not disappointed. I don't give a crap. I'm just surprised because to be that old to be still doing this catty crap is kind of silly. And he's like Groot said, he dead, guys. He gone. He ripperoni.
I think maybe whatever happened, Roger was just festering on it for maybe years or decades.
Yes.
And he realized I'm never going to have the chance to say it.
Exactly.
What he did and how it affected me, so now I'm just going to say F him.
That's what it feels like.
Yeah, I think that's a perfect example of why you don't let things fester. Even if the conversation is going to be uncomfortable, there's going to be tears, some yelling. Have the conversation once you are capable of doing so with the other person or other party,
right?
And let it go.
I agree. Yeah, letting things fester is not. That's a no, guys. No, nay, 9, yet. All up in here. Yes, indeed. Say it, group. No, nay. I got him doing shit. No, nay. Nah, you can do it.
nay.
99.
99.
Nyet.
Knit.
Up in here.
Up in here. Okay.
Girl, you here to stay. Girl is here to stay. Did you guys hear him? Oh, he's so cooperative. I love it. Sir Torfel, your turn. Say no.
No, 99.
Nope. No. So you don't even follow directions. No. Nay.
Nay.
99.
99.
Nyet.
Nyet.
Up in here.
In here. Yep, gotcha.
Good job. I'm a queen, guys. I have it all at my disposal. All right. Have you guys filled any of these comments in the Chit-Chat I've been missing? And shake it up a bit. Yes, indeed, baby. We're gonna shake it up again a bit today. Right. I hope Steph is okay. And Angelic. Okay. Let's see. Okay. Groot, if you got anything for us, baby, go right ahead.
I woke up kind of late today, and I jumped on my computer, and my connection was a little slow. It wasn't terrible; it was just a little slow. And I was getting upset, and then so upset my head started to hurt.
Oh, baby.
But then I had to laugh at myself because I looked at my calendar. I'm like, it's 2025.
Yeah.
Dude, you grew up in the era of dial-up, and you are getting impatient because your YouTube playlist is not loading quick enough.
Yeah.
And I was like, this is such a minor, this is so minor. So
perspective.
It's a small inconvenience.
It's crazy.
And I started thinking, what are minor inconveniences that happen now to us that we just, it drives us crazy, but in the bigger picture, it could be bad, it could be worse. So I was just thinking about that, we have this quick connections, Wi-Fi, broadband, all that stuff, compared to over 20 years ago.
Yeah.
And we get so impatient. So
30 years ago even. Yeah.
What's a minor inconvenience that drives you crazy or makes you upset? That's the question.
You share, Sir Torfel.
Verizon, if you have Verizon in the United States, then you should know 2 days ago, Verizon was down for almost 12 hours. Damn. And even though I was not expecting a phone call from anybody, because the only person that ever calls me was standing right next to me, which is my daughter, it was still this absence of it, because you expect certain things to always be there. You have gotten so accustomed to, you snap your fingers and something is there. And I had no internet on my phone, which means WhatsApp wasn't working unless I was with Wi-Fi. I had no internet other than that. I had no phone service, and that started at about 12 o'clock in the afternoon, and it went till about 8 or 9 o'clock at night. And I thought it was just me, but then even my daughter, through Ring camera, people are posting, hey, is your Verizon down too? And she's in California. So it was down across the entire United States, all of it. Which now, with that being said, your internet is down, your phone is down. Well, your phone is down and everything is down. You couldn't even use the phone using Wi-Fi. So how many items do you currently have on your computer that require a two-factor authentication, where they have to call you or text you a verification number? So nobody could get on any of that either. They couldn't get on their banking apps. They couldn't get on nothing that requires two-factor. We have wrapped our entire existence around this.
Yeah.
I mean, if I want to get on certain things, it asks me to send me a text message to verify that that's me, and then I say yes. Like Amazon does that sometimes.
Yeah.
So it's like, can't do none of that for 12 hours.
Right. Yeah. Thank you for sharing. For me, it's something like, for example, Amazon, the one I was pretending I was going to ban because it was, supporting MAGA or whatever, but I couldn't. That company. It's the ordering something and expecting it the next day, and then it's late. Okay. It doesn't come the next day, it comes the next morning, and I'm like, things are so convenient now. Before we didn't have an Amazon. I would say, was it 10 years? No, 15 years ago, maybe 20 years. I don't know. There was no such thing as ordering like that unless you had like a catalog. And baby, it didn't come in 2 days, and it darn sure didn't come overnight. You waited for a good 2-3 weeks to get that package, you know. But to have this at our disposal and have to wait, got me waiting for more than a day to get what I need. Oh, so that bothered me a lot, and I had to get some perspective. I'm like, man, I don't have to leave my house. And the greatest thing about Amazon is you can say that your package wasn't received, and they'll just reimburse you. You know, like the convenience of it all. And I'm not going to say that I've done this, but I heard a friend say that when they was really heavy into crafting, they were ordering things, and like, for example, a collection of different size beads, right? And some of the beads were missing. It was supposed to be 200 beads. I think probably 15 beads were missing. They told Amazon that the beads were not delivered. And you know what Amazon did, guys? Amazon, for their trouble, not only reimbursed them, but allowed them to order it over again. You know, I wouldn't do that because that's thievery, you know, and I wouldn't steal from corporate people. I wouldn't steal from the big people, you know. I wouldn't do that. But I heard that's what happened because they were so frustrated and annoyed that they was missing some 15 beads out of the 200 that they just decided that, you know what, I didn't receive them at all. That's dishonesty for you. I'm not that kind of person, but I heard they did that before. But that's Amazon for you. Amazon is great. Moving right along. Thank you, Groot. Thank you, Groot. Very interesting thought of the day. I like that. Thought of the day. I love that, Groot. Okay. Let me go back to one of the comments that Jono posted regarding Roger Waters. He says, Roger Waters is a bit like Yngwie Malmsteen. They think a lot of other musicians are just noisy and bonkers. It's a thing for certain brilliant, wacky, eccentric artists. He really thinks that? That's disappointing, man. Because I would think that he understood the variety of music, the eccentricity of music, and artists and all this stuff. Like, it's an art. It's an art form. That's kind of confusing to me. Nothing happened. That's just Roger. Chris says, look, Roger Waters and Mayor James Keenan are the only two musicians in the world that I don't give a crap what they say. Oh, I still love their music. I can give a crap how they are as people. Okay. Gotcha. Yeah, I mean, I guess. It depends, though. It does depend. There's a guy, I think the drummer of Ice Earth, who I think is no longer even a citizen, but he came all the way down here for the insurrection, guys. It was serious for him. And they arrested him. I give no bleeps about this guy, but I love Ice Earth music. Not Ice Earth. What's the name of the band? I'm having a brain fart. Help me out, Jono.
Ice Earth?
Is that the one? Yeah, Ice Earth. Ice Earth. Okay, yeah. Yeah. The music is fire. And his drumming is amazing. I will say that. So I forget now, because Chris is asking, what was the context of him sharing that? Did someone ask him about Ozzy?
Let me see. Well, I guess they had a. Let me go pull that back up. Supposedly, they just had an interview with him, and you know how people are in interviews. They always have to come up with something stupid. Let me pull this back up. He just had an interview, and while speaking with the Independent Ink, which was, I guess, and at the time, I guess everything was about Ozzy at the time. I mean, come on, you couldn't go to nothing without talking about Ozzy death, Ozzy.
Yeah, I
Ozzy
understand.
Giving $190 million. So
yes.
I'm sure he must have come up in that.
So the thing you read didn't tell you that he was asked the question?
No, it just says while speaking with the Independent Ink, Waters says Ozzy Osbourne, who died, bless him, in whatever state he was in his whole life. Well, we'll never know. So They didn't say whether they asked him or not. They just said who he spoke to and where the interview took place.
Uh-huh. They mentioned Bob Dylan, Johnny Mitchell, etc. He said he had no idea who Johnny was, and when he heard her music, he felt it was boring as hell. Ah! So let me read this over. So Jono says, when B.B. King, when he got the Polar Music Prize, he asked who some other winners were. They mentioned Bob Dylan, Johnny Mitchell, etc. He said he had no idea who Johnny was. And when he heard her music, he felt it was boring as hell. Who is this person? Have I heard her music before?
Johnny Mitchell? Yes, unless you were under a rock, you can't miss her music.
Some music I have missed.
Yeah, she's very much of an she was an activist at the time, all the way from Vietnam. It's folk pop. It's like a pop folk music. She's 81 years old right now. She was part of every major music scene. I'm trying to see if I can find you a song that you actually might have recognized today.
Gotcha.
But I'll give it to you later. She's very much just sits there with a guitar. It's very acoustic. So yeah.
Gotcha. Okay. All right, let's go ahead and close the stream on YouTube. To those of you who are watching on YouTube, please, guys, you guys are missing out. Don't forget to join us. Do you know what we haven't done though? We have not done the spin the wheel. But don't forget to join us over on Twitch. The link to my Twitch channel is in the description of the stream now. On Twitch, this live stream on YouTube is just to notify you all of you, okay, that I am live and I am ready and willing and able to accept and receive any request that you have in mind. But once this part of the stream ends, which is Chit-Chat Vibe Session, we continue it right over on Twitch for the live reaction part of the show, okay? So join us there. But right now, before we leave, we're going to do the spin the wheel. And what the spin the wheel is, I ask a question. And most of the people that are here on a regular basis, they get to know a lot about me because I overshare a lot. And I ask a question, and whoever answers the correct answer the fastest get to spin the wheel. And what the wheel does is it allows us to spin it, and they get an opportunity to win the, They get an opportunity to win either a reaction, a guest co-host spot, another free spin, or request one, get one. And what that means is if you pay for one reaction, you get one free. So I think this is a great addition to our show. We're gonna spin it in a few seconds. I need to get my question queued, and the question is going to be, this should be so easy. Oh God, this is easy. Which types of games do I play? Is it first-person shooter games or role-playing games? I'm listening. What's the answer? I can never whistle if I'm laughing or smiling inside. Fuck it. Sorry guys. Sorry. Screw it. So cheese steak has won. No, actually, Jono won. Hi, Steph. Oh, Steph is here. Where's she at? Oh, there, my baby. Hi, sugar pie. Oh, I asked about you earlier, baby. Love you so much. Okay, lurk away. All right, so the winner is Jono. Yes, baby. First-person shooter games. That's the bread and butter for me. Although I do like the old school top-down. What is it called? Platform games. What about you, group?
I'm actually going to be getting back into first-person shooters if I how can I phrase this without being, if I can find a good group of people to play with, because like you mentioned last week, I used to play first person shooters a lot, Halo, Call of Duty, etc. But man, logging on and then just hearing the hard R every 5 seconds, I was like, yeah, y'all got this. Y'all can have it. Y'all look at it.
Absolutely. It's just too much. It's too much. And then once you get a taste of playing with friends or people you know, it's just, for me, it's like night and day. And I can't play a game by myself anymore. It doesn't hold my attention like it used to. I used to just be able to just dive into a game and play for hours all day by myself. Not anymore. And that's okay. But listen, baby, I'm here. I'm here if you want to play with me. If we have a game that we have in common, Groot, okay? Let's make it happen.
Gotcha.
So I'm going to go ahead and spin this wheel, okay? So Jono, was it Jono? Yes, it was Jono. Let's see what you got, baby. Ooh, Jono. No celebration from Celor for today, but that's okay. You won. Request one, get one, baby. That means the request that you already have lined up, the one you paid for, you have that plus another one, baby. Yes! Let's congratulate Jono, guys.
Yay.
Congrats, Jono.
Wow, Celor just gave up on me, guys. Oh my gosh. What happened to the applause you had for us the other day, man?
I do have applause, but it's like by the time I hit that one, it's like, let me see where I have the golf clap. Yay!
Yeah, that's something right there, baby. Consistency is more importante. Listen.
Yeah, but it keeps disappearing off the screen every time you click on something else. So it takes forever to get there. It's not like it stays on Discord.
Well, you got to be ready, baby. Just got to be ready. Okay. All right, let's go ahead and close the stream on YouTube. Say bye, guys.
Bye, everybody.
Everybody, see you on Twitch.
Yeah, flip side.